Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Josh Giddey. Vucevic is out there with Smith. Then it's Bruce Ellis. And it's Ball in at the point guard.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. And Giddey gets it to go.
And a nice stroke. That's coming along for Josh Giddey.
Ball against Hero. Pass to Ware. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Adebayo with a screen on Ball. Hero passes to Adebayo. It's good.
Well, how about that? Bam stepping out just a little bit from the mid-range with a soft touch.
One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're going to grind it out.
This team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
Really left alone that time.
Tyler Hero ready to pull the trigger at any time.
Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Bruce Ellis sets a screen for Ball. Hits the three-point bomb.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start up the game. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Bruce Ellis. Vucevic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And how about the hustle from Vucevic there on the glass, securing that precious second chance opportunity for the team.
Now, Hero. Pass to Ware. It's stolen by Vucevic. Smith outside. From downtown. And it's Miami with the rebound. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Just 5 on the clock. Hero, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Bruce Ellis. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
With his soft touch around the rim, Bruce Ellis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
To halt the run, drills it from outside. Jaquez has got 5 now.
Well, that's a shot you can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Bruce Ellis sets a screen for Ball. Another one falls for Chicago. The Heat trail by 4. Bruce Ellis with the double team. Wiggins passes to Jaquez. Pass to Ware. It's deflected. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point. Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Now, Hero. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And here are the Bulls now after the Heat pick up 2. Shot clock at 6. Vucevic has screen on Wiggins. Ball. That's tipped. And here's Wiggins. No scoring in this one. Adebayo with a screen for Wiggins. It's Adebayo, top of the key. And they pick up 2.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Smith for 3. At the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. It's Chicago up 2. And we'll be back with you right after. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
We've got Jaime Jaquez. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Smith's shot is good.
And look at the rookie out there facilitating for his team. Buzelis not missing the chance to make his teammates better.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Ball kicks to Smith. Fires for 3. A putback, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 8 points.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Fires the 3, and it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Ware.
And Tyler Hero with another great look, just understanding where his teammates are.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Jaquez against Giddey. Jaquez outside. Fires from the wing. Vucevic with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 3. And it's Ball in the corner. Out to Smith. Here's Buzelis. Jaquez defending. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaime Jaquez. That is his first foul of the game. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Ball, the pass to Vucevic. 3 on the clock. Screen by Smith. Here's Buzelis. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners often will finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a play.
Jaquez the pass to Hero. Here's Ware. 1:24 left in the first half.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
Ware passes to Adebayo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, Bam Adebayo's so efficient right there. He picks a smart shot that fits his skill set.
Hero attacking. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
Slick drive by Buzelis. He moves well for a guy that size.
There's the drive.
Okay. And how about the acrobatics from Andrew Wiggins? Way up that time.
Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Ball feeling it out a bit. Out to the right wing. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Ball. Vucevic has got 5 points in the quarter.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Here's Hero. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bull, thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Williams. White is out there with Talen Horton-Tucker. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward. Shot clock at 2. Love. And the dunk by Love.
Kevin Love showing you he's got a little vert getting up to the rim.
From Duncan Robinson.
White against Burks. White looking around. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. That one falls. Williams has got his first points in this one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And Talen Horton-Tucker is going to pick up the foul.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Robinson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So much talk about being undrafted out of college. How about Duncan Robinson and how far he's taking his abilities?
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous laps there defensively.
Burks for three. That shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play. That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Goes up from the top of the key. The putback. Collins in the post. He's guarded by Love. Pass to Williams. Now here's Dosunmu. 5 on the clock. And another shot. The rebound by Kevin Love.
Indeed, giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Good on the shot. Robinson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's some progression for Duncan Robinson, just being able to score off the bounce.
Burks against White. Collins a screen on Burks. White goes in, and White slams it in.
Hot off the drive, White is so explosive, leaping off the floor and throwing that one down.
Burks looking around. Love with the screen for Burks. That one good for 2. Burks has got 5 now.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Right side, Collins. Now here's Dosunmu. He's tightly guarded, and he drives in, and it goes down 2 points. And the Bulls lead by 5.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Here's Burks, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Burks against White. 52 seconds left in the third. Here's Highsmith. Defended by Dosunmu. The Heat need to get a shot off. Burks for 3. Collins grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's the teardrop. Good D by Love.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Robinson on the wing. Back to Burks. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Burks has got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Here's Horton Tucker. Sinks that one from the post.
It would take some very special defense to stop him once he gets that close to the bucket, and they weren't special that time.
That will count, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Adebayo. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in its center. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Buzelis sets a screen for Ball. Pass to Buzelis. 4 on the shot clock. Smith with a screen on Wiggins. Buzelis, no one around him. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Heat trail by 3. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Burks, he's checked in for Miami. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Adebayo passes to Jaquez. Adebayo with a screen for Jaquez. Adebayo down low. Giddey defending. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18.
Well, he can guard multiple positions, and Lonzo Ball's versatility helping out on that possession.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Giddey against Jaquez. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Josh Giddey. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
You want to talk about ball distribution? They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And it's Vucevic missing. And it's Wiggins with the ball for the Heat. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Adebayo with a screen on Giddey. Adebayo with the ball. Defended by Giddey. And Adebayo throws it down.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
Giddey against Burks. From the arc. Giddey, no good. Miami's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Burks dishes to Ware. Back to Burks. Pass to Ware to take the lead. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball. Lonzo Ball, give me pressure. I'll show you what I can do.
Adebayo with a screen for Jaquez. Adebayo with the ball. Now Smith defending. Unloads. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
Bam stepping up and making a huge play for his team that time. No nose from Josh Giddey that time.
He'd have gone 5 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. They set the pick. It's stolen by Vucevic. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Giddey kicks to Vucevic, and Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaime Jaquez. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Giddey against Jaquez. Burks with the steal. One-on-one here. Ware passes to Jaquez. Here's Ware. Jaquez outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Making good use of his length. Zealous able to track down the clock that time.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
There's 45 seconds left in the game. Shot from 16. Second shot opportunity. And Ware pulls it down. And it's Miami's ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Adebayo Money!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. Huge possession, and he nets it.
Here's Buzelis. Is defending. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Buzelis. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That one on Hawkins.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
He sinks the clutch free throw. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. A pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. So I'm looking at the clock. And guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Thank you, David.
we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. And stolen by Banchero. Pass to Suggs. Back to Banchero. Caldwell-Pope, a screen on Adebayo. Banchero passes to Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
A combination of brute force and skill on the interior. Hollow Banchero.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Orlando making their last shot.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. It's a 5-point game. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Now here's Caldwell-Pope, 4 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Suggs outside. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Back to Suggs. Shoots over Jaquez. Suggs with the bucket.
So cunning and effective in screen and rolls. I really like watching Suggs operate in these sets.
Here's Wiggins. And no good. The dry spell continues. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. He'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
And making the extra pass. Wiggins' teammates appreciate his willingness to get it to them when they're uncovered. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Carter, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Carter, a screen on Wiggins. Here's Caldwell-Pope, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
The video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
Good. Caldwell-Pope's got 6 points.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Wiggins for 3. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. Wagner against Jaquez. Rebound Miami.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Back to Wiggins. Puts up a 3. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jaquez against Banchero. Suggs outside. Carter, a screen on Hero. Suggs, the pass to Carter. Back to Suggs. Fades. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Banchero. Pass to Suggs. Stolen by Hero. Adebayo with it. Here's Jaquez. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Suggs, the pass to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Wiggins, left side. And they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Just springing off the floor. Wiggins showing his athletic ability.
Pass to Banchero. Right side, Caldwell Pope. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Orlando ahead, up by 5. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Setting the floor for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell Pope, and it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Miami shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Back to Suggs. 6 to shoot. Banchero with a screen on Wiggins. Suggs, no good. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 2. Here's Jaquez. Pass to Ware. Back to Jaquez. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Here's Carter. Back to Caldwell Pope. Gets the 3 ball to go. Caldwell Pope's got 9.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Here's Wiggins. Pass to Jaquez. Here's Ware. From downtown. Jaquez, the pass to Wiggins. And here's Adebayo. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. And finished off by Adebayo.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
And you think about what Jaquez has done early in his career. It's pretty impressive, Stan.
Well, Brian, people tend to underrate college players who play multiple years. He was basically a finished product before he reached the NBA.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
We'll take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you.
A nifty shot from Wiggins. No one is swatting that teardrop.
Carter, a screen on Wiggins. Here's Suggs. Pass to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Wiggins against Carter. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Franz Wagner. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
You also have to commend them for their fearless attitude offensively. They've been productive when driving to the basket.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Kicks it to Hero. Adebayo, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Adebayo with it. Now guarded by Suggs. for three. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time. And with this bigger build, Banchero sets a solid pick, and then he quickly rolls into open position.
There's a screen. Wiggins against Wagner. Has to Ware. This one for three. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 7 rebounds in the game. Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Banchero cleaning up the fast break.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
Jaquez against Caldwell Pope. Here's Ware. The three is up. Knocks down the triple. Ware's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Now Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Outside Carter. He tries for three. No luck on that one. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Orlando ahead, up 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Heat trail by 3. They've got Alec Burks. He's out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Highsmith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Robinson. There's a screen for the tie. Gets the 3 to fall. Robinson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And one thing's for sure, when Duncan Robinson is on the court, he has the greenest of green lights, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, look, he's one of the most lethal shooters around. He draws intense defensive attention, and then he's added to his game as a passer and as a guy who can take the ball to the basket.
Here's Robinson. It's rebounded by Wagner. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Magic. The lead is 2.
Miami foul. Haywood Highsmith. First personal foul. First team foul.
And so here is Orlando. Here's De Silva. Pass to Batase. Clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
No, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Heat trail by 3. Here's Highsmith. Pass to Jovic. Now here's Burks. Sinks that one from the post.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Orlando with the ball. Wagner with a screen. Here's Batase. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
First personal
And your
foul.
first NBA coaching job was with the Miami Heat stand. That was as an assistant back in the 90s, just a few years ago.
Yeah, just a few, Brian. And the Heat have changed a lot. The game has changed a lot over those years. Look, back then, the Heat were probably the most physical team in the NBA, and it was just knockdown, drag-out fights all the time.
Here's Black. Pass to Batadze. Out to the right wing. Right wing. Launches it. On target from range. Batadze's got 7 now in this quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Robinson. Pass to Highsmith. Fires from deep. De Silva with the rebound. Orlando leading by 5. Isaac, the pass to Black. Back to Isaac. Here's Batadze. Nails the baby hook. Batadze's got 9.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Works for 3. Knocks down the long J.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Here's Black, defended by Burks. Oh, they get a hand on it. And here we go, the Heat fast break. The finish! Flushes it down to finish the break.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Here's Black, defended by Burks. And Batadze gets it to go.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Heat trail by 4. Love passes to Burks. And again, it's Miami from deep.
A team-first big man with fantastic fundamentals. Love will find his open teammates, always.
Heat foul. Jokic. First personal foul. Team foul number 4.
52 seconds left in the third quarter.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Jovic can't tie it up. That one misses. Orlando leading by 3. Here's Wagner. It's good. Wagner's got his first points in this one.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in the second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Wagner outside. And that one is hammered home.
Powerful. He saw an opening and turned it into a highlight reel.
Man, just sent it down with some force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
Here's Jovic. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of...
This is it, fans.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Orlando leading. Setting the floor for the Magic. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Bancaro and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the 1. The kick out to Bancaro. Misses the 3. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for the Heat. Here's Hero. Itaquez on the wing. And the Magic pushing it up now. Here's Suggs. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one belongs to Wiggins. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Magic.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea. The big-time throwdown.
the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Here's Wiggins. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And the Heat making a change here. Burks is checked in. Orlando leading by 5. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Wagner outside. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Carter. Up top, Caldwell Pope. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots over Burks. They get it back. The kick out to Banchero. With the clock winding down. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
Here's Ware. And he dunks it down.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Carter against Wiggins. Outside Jaquez. Fires from the wing. And there's another one for the Heat.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Carter, a screen on Burks. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Suggs. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Outside Carter.
Miami foul. Ware. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
On the wing, Caldwell Pope, defended by Burks. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. Caldwell Pope's shot is off.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Boom! Banchero!
Wow, Banchero using his size to find a path to the rim.
Wiggins passes to Jaquez. Back to Wiggins. Adebayo, a screen on Wagner. And again, no good by Miami. Magic leading by 10. Into the lane. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. And the foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we've got 1:18 left in the final quarter. Wiggins for the triple.
And once Wiggins turns it on, he's tough to slow down. And right now, he is rolling.
Suggs with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Magic need to put one up here. Here's Carter. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Wiggins finds Burks. Back to Wiggins. Pass to Ware. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. And here they come. Here's Banchero. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one belongs to Wiggins.
On the drive, Banchero can be pretty forceful, and he'll need that here in the league.
Paulo Banchero. 2.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Works for three. Wiggins, left side. Adebayo against Banchero. The kick out to Wiggins. Over Wagner. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down.
look at how these teams play, is it fair to expect a slower pace of the game?
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down in a windshield wiper fashion. They value taking care of the ball and playing in the half court.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the 1 spot. Here's Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside.
Come to me, come to me.
Wagner outside. Launches a 3. That's good from Suggs on the assist from Wagner.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
Ball surveying the defense. Offline from the top of the key. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues Clark to hone his three-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit.
Giddey, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Suggs, screen on Giddey. And it's Wagner missing. The Bulls off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. Buzelis with the ball. Shoots. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And here is Suggs. Over Buzelis. 6 to shoot. Here's Banchero. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Smith. Here's Giddey. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's Banchero. He takes it in. Now, here's Suggs. Here's Caldwell Pope. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play. Finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, it's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Now here's Giddey. Nothing on the board. At the top of the key, Buzelis. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
And Buzelis continues to work on improving his 3-ball. When he's hitting from there, everything else becomes easier.
Here's Suggs. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Now, here's Suggs. He's guarded closely. There's 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside for Caldwell Pope. The three ball. It's rebounded by Giddey. Caldwell Pope against Ball. Got it off in time. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Orlando bringing the quarter to a close with a... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Josh Giddey is out there with Ball. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Vucevic, and it's Smith in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Giddey. Jalen Suggs unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Buzelis. He's defended by Wagner. It's good from long range. Smith's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Bulls.
Really nice job there by Buzelis. Already sees the floor at a high level.
Yep, that one goes.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've got here in the first half.
Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense.
Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
Here's Wagner. Out to Carter. Now Banchero. He has 5. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Excellent work in the screen and roll. Banchero solid at knowing when to shoot in those sets.
Vucevic is screen on Suggs. Pass to Vucevic. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. No good on the 3. Bulls trail by 4. Takes it inside. Rejected by Banchero. Wagner with it. Now Smith defending. Carter, the pass to Banchero. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Count it.
Textbook play inside. Wagner doing everything right in that case.
Bulls have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Off target from outside. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Now, here's Suggs. He has 5. And it's Banchero missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Ball in the corner. Vucevic against Caldwell Pope. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Yeah, you know, it's a quirky release. There's no denying that. But he's a reliable shooter and scorer from the perimeter. Lonzo Ball making it happen.
Chicago's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter.
Orlando foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. Second team.
That one drops. He ties it up.
At the line for Chicago,
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Magic. .59 seconds left to play here in the half. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass the ball. Back to Vucevic. Ball up top. 5 to shoot. Vucevic with it. Lets it fly from 18. Ball against Carter. Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Now, here's Suggs. He has 5, and he makes that one.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Now, here's Giddey. Ball from long range. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Bulls up by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shots.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from Bonas Buzelis.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's Black. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 down low. Dosunmu, the pass to Williams. Back to Dosunmu. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Dosunmu's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls. Black kicks to Isaac. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
Isaac down low. Defended by Dosunmu. The layup off target. Right the pass to Dosunmu. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
To the wing on the left. Here's De Silva. Defended by Horton Tucker. Here's Isaac. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And Isaac really a big-time player on the interior. When he's near the basket, he's looking to score the ball.
It's White on the wing. He's covered by Isaac. There's a screen by Collins. Here's Dosunmu. And he gets it to go. Dosunmu's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella guy. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Pass to De Silva. Lays it up off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's White. Right side, Collins. Again, Chicago.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Here's Black. And that one is hammered home.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Driving in. Over to the left wing. Horton Tucker with it. Scoreless thus far.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to Collins. No good. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Black. 5 points in the game.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Horton Tucker's shot is off. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
They get a hand on it. And now here comes Collins leading the break. And the Bulls with another miss. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
And it's Goga Bitadze with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's White. Second chance shot. Here's Horton Tucker. Bucket is good. And Tucker's got his second best. 6 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Black. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bulls lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from United Center. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it's really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Ball, Buzelis out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Vucevic in at center. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Clock at 6. Now, Buzelis.
Wagner takes a lot of pride in trying to make a defensive impact and does a good job contesting the shot there.
And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Bulls leading by 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's his first foul.
They've been undisciplined defensively, getting themselves into foul trouble far too early.
Here's Buzelis. He's defended by Wagner. 3-pointer. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Now, here's Suggs. He's covered closely. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Suggs. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Smith against Caldwell Pope. And the dunk by Smith.
Jalen Smith punishing that rim.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Suggs against Giddey. Shot clock at 6. It's good. And the Bulls lead by 2.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And again, it's the Magic from deep.
I mean, he hit that shot from the next town over. Yeah, what a shot.
Out to Smith. Pass to Vucevic. And the layup's good off the glass.
And, you know, you develop a level of trust with your teammates when you show the kind of concentration that Vucevic shows in these situations. He's the total package.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes remaining.
Caldwell Pope against Ball. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Chicago has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Caldwell Pope against Ball. Vucevic, it's good. The assist that time from Ball. Now it's a 3-point Chicago lead. Caldwell Pope against Ball. And Giddey over the head. Carter down low. Banked in off the glass.
Great job by Carter Jr. to turn up his intensity and knock down the big shot. No fear there.
And here is Giddey. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
This kid, Buzelis, loves these types of situations. He wants to be the guy they go to in the big moments.
Jalen Suggs was known for knocking down big-time hoops in college, and we're already seeing it translate here in the NBA as well. Great confidence from that young man.
To the left wing. Here's Buzelis. He's defended by Wagner. Buzelis with the ball. Money!
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by Vucevic.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Banchero finds Wagner. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Vucevic defending. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Foul. 4th team foul.
Now here's Vucevic. So the Bulls win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just
strong. So a look at our starters for the Heat. They've got Tyler Hero. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Ware in at center, filling out the middle. And for the Bulls, Nikola Vucevic is out there with Jalen Smith. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Ball. And it's Buzelis in at the 3 slot. Going inside, well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun. And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul. Here's Buzelis. Jaquez covers. With the drive, and he buries his first look.
Looking agile on the attack. It's so good to see Buzelis taking the initiative on offense and capitalizing.
Hero, count the basket.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and Coach put it simply. He said, quote, we just got to stay on him at the arc on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders a slip. So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Outside Jaquez, 5 to shoot. Here's Ware. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now here's Hero. Shoots over Ball. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Giddey finds Vucevic. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Off the mark there with a 3. The Heat have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Hero with it. Guarded now by Ball. Back to Hero. From outside the arc. And again, no good by Miami. Hero's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Ball passes to Smith. Here's Buzelis. Hounded by Wiggins. And they take the lead. Buzelis has gotten his second bucket.
Hey, look at that touch from the young fella. I mean, how many guys at 6'10" in their rookie season have that kind of feel?
Now here's Jaquez. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
Miami shooting their first foul shot of the game. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And that just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Hero. Outside Jaquez. Misses from short range.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
And Ball gets it to go.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. Trailing by 2. Outside Jaquez. Here's the pick. Out left to the wing. Here's Ware. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
The Heat have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Here's Hero. Uses the glass on the layup.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. From deep, Giddey. Rebound Miami. Now Adebayo. Hero outside. Pass to Jaquez. Over to the left wing. Adebayo from long range. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. So at the end of 1 quarter of play. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Heat?
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Jalen Smith is out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Lonzo Ball. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Giddey in at the 2. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Just 4 to shoot. The Bulls need to get off a shot. 3-pointer, Vucevic. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Drains the triple. Hero's got 7 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Giddey. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. And here's Hero. Wiggins outside. 6 on the shot clock. Jaquez finds Wiggins. Shoots. Kept alive. Here's Adebayo. Jaquez against Giddey. Jaquez no good. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Buzelis. Tipped away. Ball outside. Rebound Miami. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled in every crowd. Oh, get off of that, man. Wiggins is that dude.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can't develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. So it's Miami now. Chicago making their last shot. They set the screen. Here's Jaquez. And he throws it down with one hand.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Giddey. Banked it in off the glass. Giddey's got 4 points this quarter.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Jaquez. And that one is stuffed right through.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And And he jams it home with authority.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Ware. Hero outside. Here's Wiggins. Here's Ware. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's his first trip to the line. No good on the free throw.
Shooting for Miami.
He hits the second from the line. Bulls trail by 5. 1:03 left in the first half. Pass to Vucevic. Let's go with a 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game.
The ability to stretch the 4 is such a dangerous weapon for Vooch and his team.
Now here's Jaquez. He has 7. And the shot goes. Jaquez has got 6 here in the quarter.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Adebayo against Smith. Pass to Giddey. Smith with a screen on Hero from Pete Giddey. The rebound by Ware. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Now here's Hero. Missed inside. Here's Buzelis. Jaquez covers. 2 on the clock. Driving to the basket. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Miami out in front. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Jaime Jaquez displaying his skills today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him, and then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. They've got Duncan Robinson. He's out there with Alec Burks. And it's Highsmith in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Williams. Shoots over Robinson. Williams misses.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Robinson passes to Love. Sumu outside. Here's White, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Chicago has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Outside Horton Tucker. Williams a screen on Robinson. Horton Tucker with it, working on Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Outside White. Shoots over Burks. White can't hit. The Heat with the lead. Robinson on the wing. Williams defending. Robinson passes to Burks. lays it up and banks it in. And the Heat lead by 4. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, BA, I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run. And honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Burks passes to Jovic. Love for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
For 3.
Love's got his first 3 points of the game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to White. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Rebound Miami. Now here's Robinson. He's scoreless. Here's Jovic. On the wing, Burks. Outside for Love.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Oh, here's Love with the jam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Left side, Williams. 1:41 left in the third quarter. Can't get it to drop. Miami leading by 6. Here's Burks. Pass to Jovic. Outside Robinson. And he banks in the layup.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
White, good.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
White against Burks. Pass to Jovic. Back to Burks. Driving in. Here's Highsmith. He's covered by DeSumo. Burks against White. They set the pick. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Jovic's shot is off. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Outside Horton Tucker. Williams a screen on Robinson. It's Horton Tucker with a drive. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Duncan Robinson.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that
The first one falls.
Taylor Horton Tucker.
And so he hits both. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They lead by 4. Jaquez with it. He's got 9. Adebayo finds Wiggins. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo. Wiggins has got 5. It's stolen by Jaquez. Good if it goes. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Miami closing out this quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Lonzo Ball is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Smith. And it's Buzelis in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Clock at 4. Here's Ware. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And the Heat lead by 9.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Knocks it loose. Ball with a steal. For the finish. And Ball throws it down.
A fantastic fantastic two-way threat. Once Ball grabs the steal, he's looking to take it all the way.
Here's Wiggins. He can't get it to go. Chicago has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Giddey finds Smith. The three-pointer off the mark. Heat leading by 5. Outside Jaquez. Over to the wing. Adebayo with it, and it's Giddey picking him up. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Team foul.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Adebayo, a screen on Giddey. Here's Jaquez. No good from outside. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And there's Smith. That one's good on the assist by Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. Ball against Hero. Ball with the rebound. The Bulls trail by 3. Here's Giddey. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Here's Ware. Right side Jaquez. Pass to Ware. The 3. Miami, no good that time either. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth.
Selfless player. Vucevic finding his man all around.
Hero against Ball. Outside Jaquez. And there's a pick. Here he goes. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
Now here's Ball. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
And Ball is such an effective two-way player. Takes smart shots on offense and really hustles on defense.
Burks, he's checked in for Hero. Miami trailing.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Jaime Jaquez gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Team foul.
The Bulls have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Wiggins against Ball. Pass to Vucevic. From behind the arc. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Look to a machine like Vooch when you need him most. He's a reliable offensive option who comes through for his club.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the... And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
Shooting for Miami. Ware at the line for 1. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now here's Ball. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. There's a screen. From down in the low post, it goes.
Easy to understand why they leave Ball out here in these moments. He knows how to deliver.
Here's Jaquez. Pass to Adebayo. The 3. Knocks it down from distance.
And talk about coming up clutch. This is why Bam gets the ball in these moments.
Vucevic, a screen on Burks. Giddey passes to Vucevic. Ball outside.
Count it! And talk about something up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Burks finds Jaquez. They set a pick.
Yes! And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Now here's ball. Here's Buzelis. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. The rebound by Ware. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So it's the Bulls taking the W in a...
expect more of a methodical pace, Brent, I think, in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on the shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Hero. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Wagner passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. You have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happened.
And how about the acrobatics from Andrew Wiggins? Way up that time.
Pass to Wagner. Caldwell Pope against Hero. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
The Magic have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
6 on the shot clock. Jaquez the pass to Adebayo. Over Banchero. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Jaquez.
You hear the word versatility so much associated with Bam Adebayo and his game. And the mid-range is coming along as well.
Now here's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Pass to Banchero. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Wiggins against Wagner. On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Adebayo. His 3-pointers off the mark. Magic leading by 4. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Look at that.
How agile was Wiggins on that drive, just threading the needle and got right to his shot.
Suggs kicks to Carter. Off target from 3-point range. Miami's on 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Ware. And a wide open look for Hero. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Adebayo down low. He's covered by Suggs. Orlando leading. Caldwell Pope right side. Back to Carter. Nice move. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
First team foul.
And so here is Miami. Outside Hero. Pass to Ware from outside the arc. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Banchero, a screen for Suggs. They grab their own miss. Clock at 6. Caldwell Pope outside. Banchero, a screen on Hero. At the end of one, a closer contested game so far. Miami ahead. They're up by 1. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Wagner in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Caldwell Pope finds Carter. Offensive rebound. The Heat with the lead. Here's Ware. Kicks it out to Hero. Takes the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
You could tell Tyler Hero has put some hours in shooting the rock.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Suggs.
And these are the nights where Wiggins can look like an all-star defensive player. Good tools on that end.
Jaquez the pass to Ware. Adebayo with the screen for Jaquez. And it's contagious. Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. A three-pointer. Wiggins. It's hauled in by the Magic. David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Carter with a screen on Wiggins. Inside, Jaquez with the steal. Wiggins dishes to Ware. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Hero with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
Well, the paint can open up for Hero because he's such a good shooter, smart to attack. He had a chance to do it there.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Suggs. Cranes the three-pointer. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
4 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Here's Ware. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wagner from long range. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat leading by 3. Wiggins kicks to Adebayo. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Adebayo's got 5 points so far.
Man, bigs like Adebayo got to drain shots to keep the defense honest. Nice to see him working on that part of his game.
Suggs finds Banchero. Back to Suggs. And stolen by Wiggins. Ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Wagner. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
G.A., when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence
he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
He's got so much vertical ability. That's easy for Wiggins.
Now Suggs. Wagner with a screen for Suggs. Wagner outside. Here's Suggs. 5 on the clock. Carter with a screen on Hackett. And it's Suggs missing. And it's Wiggins with the ball for the Miami Heat. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Adebayo with a screen for Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. And now they decide to foul intentionally. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project, and certainly Miami was able to do that. And you have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
An effortless raid. KCP doesn't always hit for a high percentage, but when he does hit, he makes it look good.
Wiggins surveying the floor. 6 to shoot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Magic ball.
8 seconds left in the first half. Caldwell Pope passes to Suggs. And he drives in. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break with third quarter basketball.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you look at Adebayo. What a contribution.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. We've got Alec Burks. He's out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Love in at the 5 down low.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Black. Knocks down the 3-ball. Black's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
The Magic trail by 4.
Miami foul. Haywood Highsmith. First personal foul. First team foul.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And for the Heat, they're shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Good on the triple. Burks has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Black. Burks covering. Here's Isaac. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the concentration on that? Isaac able to absorb the contact and still finish with a difficult shot.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. The Heat leading by 4. Pass to Jovic. Here's Robinson. And the Heat, another 3.
Well, that's his specialty right there. His confidence firing off the catch is remarkable.
Here's Black going inside.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Here's Burks. Oh, he misses the dunk. The Magic trail by 5. Up the floor. Knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Robinson for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Pass to Black. Works with it. 5 points in the game. Here's Highsmith. And he's good on the 3 ball. Highsmith's got the lead up to 8 now for Miami.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And that one's good. Wagner.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Jovic and the Heat. Another 3.
Remember when big men shooting 3s were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Black, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Kicks it out to Love. Back to Burks. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Love. From 13. De Silva with the rebound.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Top of the key, Isaac. Out to the wing. Here's Bitadze. He's guarded by Love. Bitadze can't hit. The Heat leading by 6. Burks on the wing. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And it's blocked. And so it's the Miami Heat holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball with... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Carter in at the 5 roaming the paint. That's who's out there for Orlando. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Good on the 3-point shot. Caldwell Pope's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Magic. Suggs against Hero. Ware passes to Wiggins. Yep, it counts.
The length of Wiggins helping him out there, able to stretch it up on the inside and find a shot.
Suggs kicks to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Jaquez with the bucket.
And Wiggins is a capable passer, someone that wants to hit a guy in the right spot.
Here's Suggs. Kicks it out to Banchero. Banchero a screen on Hero. Back to Banchero. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Lays it up and banks it in.
Kept moving, never took his eye off the hoop. Caldwell Pope with the grinder of a bucket.
Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. The Heat leading by 8. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Well, he's in attack mode, and when this starts to happen, it's going to relieve some pressure from other scorers. Wiggins on one tonight.
Caldwell Pope against Hero. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's the 3. Another miss by Caldwell Pope. The Heat have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Offensive rebound. Wiggins finds Hero. Off target from the baseline. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. It's a 10-point game. To the inside. Here's Wagner. Banked in off the glass. 6 points for Franz Wagner.
And for his position, Banchero, great vision and willingness to make the extra pass.
Here's Ware. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Count it, good.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Adebayo with the screen on Wagner. Wiggins drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and so the coach's challenge here comes.
Now, where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Banchero was screened for Suggs. Wagner on the wing. Is defending. They get it back. Banchero kicks to Suggs. Buries the long-range jumper.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Banchero was screened for Suggs. Banchero outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. For Miami, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. A 3-pointer, Wiggins. Carter pulls it in.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Wagner finds Banchero. There's the triple. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Works for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Now, here's Wiggins.
Magic foul. Jalen Suggs. First personal foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. He's able to hit the second one, and that stretches their lead to 8. So it's the Heat winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him. Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Sports as we get set. These teams like to get into the half-court stand. They like to play at their pace.
Yeah, and there's not many teams like that anymore, but it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possessions.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. They've got Nikola Vucevic. Ball is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Smith in at the 4. And Carroll with it, guarded by Vucevic. Carter from outside sinks the tray.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Ben Carroll just loves showing off his court vision.
Ball against Caldwell Pope. And Paul throws it down.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And Orlando has possession. Chicago making their last shot. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league. And when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to the basics, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. The Bulls have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Ball. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Ball. Up top, Smith. For 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And Carroll against Smith. And Carroll outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Ball finds Vucevic. Six on the shot clock. They now take the lead.
And that's just big man strength from Vucevic, continuing to prove just how tough he is to stop.
Such a skilled big. 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a three-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And there it is for him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Smith. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Smith's got 5.
A mistake by the defense. You can't let Ball's teammates get open because he will find them.
Banchero the screen. Here's Suggs. And the layup is good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
There's 38 seconds left in the opening quarter. Giddey passes to Smith. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Getting points inside is no problem for Vucevic. He consistently finds these openings.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's the 3. Back to Banchero. Basket counts.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Outside Giddey. It'll count. And that's not going to go. Wendell Carter, he's been the guy making things happen for the Magic. Hunting for opportunities, leading to... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. How about Paolo Banchero, Coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Pass to Ball. Just 5 to shoot. The shot off that time. Orlando leading by 4. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Carter, a screen on Ball. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Chicago grabs the miss. Pass to Vucevic. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Suggs outside. Close the net on 2 minutes played here in the second. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Outside Giddey. Goes up on the wing. The rebound by Carter.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Trailing by 4. Here's Buzelis, guarded by Banchero. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things, and when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
Ball passes to Smith. And there's the call on Banchero. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And Chicago has possession. Pass to Buzelis. 6 to shoot. Top of the key. The rebound by Carter.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Ball against Caldwell Pope. That shot missing. Chicago trailing here. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Vucevic, the pass to Ball. Vucevic, a screen on Suggs. And it's Ball off the drive. That evens the score. Ball's got his second basket.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
Suggs outside. The 3 is up. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Orlando grabs the miss. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Wagner finds Carter. Stolen by Giddey. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Bulls keep it alive. Back to Vucevic. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. For Orlando, they've gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
Ball against Caldwell Pope. Smith with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Ball right side. And Ball throws it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
25. The Bulls, 25.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nikola Vucevic has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. They've got Williams. Talon Horton-Tucker is out there with Kobe White. Then there's Zach Collins, and it's Dosunmu in at the 3. It's a one-on-one situation. White for 3. Counted from distance. White's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
Out to Harris. Clock at 6. Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And Harris drops them both. Here's White. Second half getting started. About a minute played.
Magic foul. Black. First personal foul. First team foul.
Williams on the wing. Collins passes to Williams from deep. Another 3 for Chicago.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Magic trail by 4 after undergoing 3 ankle surgeries in 10 months in 2020 and 2021. Coach Zach Collins has bounced back amazingly.
He really has, Brian. And the injuries have really been the only problem for Zach Collins. He's got size, skill, and toughness. This guy is a very effective player when he's healthy.
His story is inspirational.
It is indeed.
Jacks up a 3. Fires in the triple. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Wagner. Excellent D there from Collins.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And he gets it to go. And now a 7-point Chicago lead.
Well, as a guard like White, you need to score inside. Force teams to respect you everywhere.
Wagner with a screen on White. Black passes to Wagner. On the wing, Isaac. Here's Black. He's guarded by White. Just 5 on the clock. He drops it from range.
That's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Sumu outside. Oh, a rib-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Well, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tied together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. The swim move for 3. It's hauled in by Black. Magic trail by 4. 1:14 left to play in the third quarter here. Wagner finds Harris. Wagner with a screen. 5 on the clock. Charity stripe shot. Collins with the defensive effort. Bulls leading by 4. Shoots it from the high post. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Dosunmu's got 4 points this quarter.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Picked by Isaac. Pass to Harris. White with a steal. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Chicago shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. That's good from White. For Chicago, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Explosive move by White. Going right up to the rim.
Harris with the drive. Pass to Isaac. Here's De Silva. To the wing, right side. Here's Black. Wagner with a screen. Orlando again missing. Outside Horton Tucker. Got it up. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a knot.
All right, Magic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter.
It's the fourth quarter.
Chicago leading by 9. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. And it's Bataze in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Giddey passes to Ball. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, the dunk by Smith. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Out to the right wing. The three, Smith. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists now in this one.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Caldwell-Pope's shot is off. Chicago has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Here's Smith. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Yeah, something else I love that they're doing is driving into the lane and getting the shots they want in penetration.
On the wing, Caldwell-Pope. Chicago with a rebound. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Three-pointer, Buzelis. It's rebounded by Bataze. Magic trail by 15. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Down low. To the left wing. Wagner with a screen. Here's Banchero. Buries it down low.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Chicago. There's the triple. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Magic have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Suggs outside. Ball against Caldwell-Pope. Shoots over Ball. And too long on the shot.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Three-pointer, Buzelis. It's rebounded by Bataze.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
There's a screen to the middle. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And that's a well-timed play with Buzelis ready to catch and finish.
Banchero the screen. Suggs the pass to Banchero. On the wing, Suggs. Driving inside. Picked it. Ball with it. Caldwell-Pope covering. Giddey's got space. They get it back. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Nice dime from the combo guard Suggs. Excellent work setting up his teammate. Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Bulls.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
Now here's Vucevic from deep. It's rebounded by Wagner.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
The three from Banchero. Ball with the rebound. And so here is Chicago. 11-point game. Here's Buzelis. There's the drive. Misses from close range.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Caldwell Pope, the pass to Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Caldwell Pope.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
So the Bulls winning. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.